So setup-wise, I say very, very good. You stand in the golf with a nice small setup. As we can see, the ball now is back towards your right foot in both these cases, which is what we're looking for, okay? But because your feet are narrow, we've created that, okay? What we're trying to make sure we do, these two lines here, the blue line and the red line, represent your head position at impact. Now, if we look at the left-hand one, you can see your head at the start position, where the sort of yellow is there. That's kind of your head position set up there. So as you come to it, the golf ball, you swing back, okay, you judge the distance, okay, but now from here, there's this leading. See how your head's kind of moving and tilting backwards, kind of in that direction onto your right foot. So it just causes the club to bottom out. Now your peak of your cap's looking more down towards here, and you hit the ground before the ball, which on the mat is okay. Get away with it. Exactly, a bit scoopy. And again, that's somebody using a lot of loft to try to get the ball up in the air. Whereas this one now with a towel on the ground here, if we were to lean back, you hit the towel. So if we watch this movement here now, again, some of the things we said, we're going to bring the right foot back up on its toe. Only for a bit of practice, okay, not all the shots obviously, but just to sort of get a feel and awareness of where the weight's on your left foot, okay? Then when you swing back here now as you go back, again, good setup. As you come back, this is actually a bit of a longer swing, but the club now coming down, no contact with the mat. You see your hat now more towards the golf ball. The trajectory of that ball now nicely off the club.
I still have this angle.
There will be a little angle there because your right hand's lower than your left hand.
Yeah.
The fact you're not doing this is the fact you're not doing it so much. I mean, your left arm is lower, so your left hand is going to be
It is normal. You say that it's normal.
That's fine, yeah, exactly. Ideally, you could be a little bit less potentially, but it's not. For me, the hat position is an indication you're doing this with the chest rather than kind of the shoulders will rock back and forth. The strike was good and the towel didn't move. And as you swing through there to target, a bit long with the knees, don't need as much potential leg movement, but at least that way we know you're moving more onto that left side, which is the important thing. Okay, so work on that strike, put a towel there, and I think as well, if I put some there, right, I'll give you some numbers. If we're going to hit a 7-iron, okay, it will probably land at 25%, and it will then roll 75%. So that's kind of your 7-iron carry to roll, roughly speaking, okay? If we're going to go to a 9-iron, it'll be 50-50. And then if we go to your sand iron, so your sand wedge will be probably 75% in the air and then 25% rolling. Okay, that's a bit of a guess. So to give you an idea of how the club will interact, so you get an idea of what the club's going. I think practicing using these clubs, the more you can use that club, the less it can go wrong, because your swing length's going to be shorter. If you mishit
if it goes wrong, it would go wrong like the sandwich, at the same distance for 2 yards.
Well, no, if you hit 7-iron and it goes wrong, it won't go as far wrong again. So you've got an easier shot to make because the swing's smaller, and if you catch the middle of the ball, because the swing's so short anyway, it won't go that far. So if you're trying to go, say you're trying to go 20 yards and you hit the middle of the ball with a 7-iron, you might go 23, 24, 25. You try and go 20 yards with a sand wedge and hit middle ball, it could be 35. Because your swing has to be longer to generate the same amount of energy for the shot, because you've got more loft. That makes sense, yeah? So it's always worth practicing different clubs just to get a bit of use out of your bag and see what clubs can do different jobs. So there's more than one club in the bag for a short shot, Okay?
But once we were in the course on you tell me, take the 7 instead of that. And I didn't understood what is the reason.
But now
I understand.
Excellent, good stuff. Now, as long as you know, that's the